You turned my life completely upside down. And since you've been gone, there's no peace of mind. A foolish heart and healing thought I would be fine.
Hey friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be tackling this complete disaster of a house. This past weekend, we celebrated my niece and her fiance's wedding. We had so much fun at the wedding, and now we are dealing with the aftermath. So I worked 10-hour shifts last week, and then Friday we decorated for the wedding. Saturday was the wedding, and then this is Sunday. Sunday morning I helped undecorate from the wedding, and then came home to tackle my mess. So join me while we just get everything put back in its place and clean up a little bit.
But then I hear you call. Yeah, your perfume that I still can smell. But every time I think these scars are about to mend, no matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed, no matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming.
As you saw in the last video, I had all three of my kids were in the wedding, so I had to get all three kids ready. The girls had to be there early on Saturday morning. The boys had to be there a little bit later, so me and my daughter went that morning, and my husband and the boys stayed home. So they were home a little bit to make a little bit of a mess, but the rest of it was just us just dropping and going all weekend. And I feel like when you're not home is when your house gets the messiest. I don't know if it's just me or if that's how everyone is, but I feel like when you're not home enough to like pick up after yourself, you just drop and go, and then it just piles up, and then you have this mess. So anyway, I had to find some motivation to get life together, because once this day is over, it starts another busy week. So I don't really have any other option but to clean up. So it's not going to be a deep clean today. It's more just let's get everything put back and clean what we have to clean and call it good.
No matter who I try to love, it's always you I'm thinking of. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. I'm still gonna be dreaming of you.
I feel like when we were building the house, everyone tried to talk me out of a white sink, but I absolutely love it. It is just so pretty once it's clean. Obviously, it's a little dirty today, and it does get dirty easily and shows dirt a lot, but it is really satisfying once you get it cleaned up and it's shiny and pretty again. So enjoy the process as we scrub my sink. It always just makes me feel so much better to have a clean sink, and really, if the kitchen is clean, like I said before, I feel like it just makes my life better, because it's the heart of the home, and if it's clean, then the rest of the house doesn't feel quite so daunting. So it feels really good to kind of get it cleaned up and back together.
Another town, another bed, no matter what I do.
It's funny because in my videos normally I try to cut out anytime the kids are interrupting or needing help with something. Obviously I don't film every little bit of what I'm helping them with, so it looks like I'm just cleaning away and having no interruptions, but this is actually real life. So I left this clip in just because it was cute when she walked through with Belle. She just totes her around like a little baby, and she's such a great dog. She doesn't mind it at all, so I thought it was sweet, so I just left that little clip in. But I'm going ahead and cleaning off the countertops, like I said, with that granite, Jaws granite spray. That little stain that you saw when I was cleaning my sink, I had sprayed that and let it soak for a second, and it came right up. So I really do like that. Those cleaning products, the Jaws products, they are all natural, and they work really well. There's a very light scent to each kind. None of them have a very strong scent. In fact, I can't even really tell you what they smell like because they're such a mild, clean scent. So if you're kind of hesitant about scents, this is a really good product for you. Now we're going to go ahead and go into Malia's little bathroom here and kind of tidy up. It wasn't too bad, but I had cleaned off one of the kids' shoes in here and kind of got some mud, like muddy water stains on the countertop. So I'm just cleaning that up with a Clorox wipe really quick. Like I said, we're not doing a deep clean today because we're just getting the worst up. But this did need wiped down, like I said, because it did have some like stains on the countertop. So we're just going to wipe down the countertop, and then I got a new wipe and I'm wiping down the toilet. Like I said, just doing a very quick clean to kind of have a restart for the week.
Of you. No matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed. And no matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, it's so.
When I'm cleaning an overwhelming space like this and it's just kind of like chaos everywhere, I try to use the Dana K. White method. If you don't know her, she's a, wouldn't really say minimalist, but like an organizing lady. She has a YouTube channel and she also wrote a book. But anyway, her method is the take it there now method. So essentially you pick something up, you decide where it needs to go, and you take it to its final home. So typically that's what I like to do, but today I'm kind of doing a modified version of that. I am taking things where they need to go, but I'm not like putting them exactly where they need to go until I get to that specific room. So you saw me take a couple things to another room. I just sat it down in that room, came right back, stayed with it. I kind of have a little bit of ADD when it comes to cleaning, so if I take it to that room and I try to put it in the spot, if I open that cabinet and that cabinet's unorganized, I'm going to jump in and start organizing that cabinet, and that is not what I had time for today. Today, I just needed to get things put in their homes, get my house back together to start a new week. So I kind of, like I said, modified her method, and I took things where they needed to go, but I didn't put them exactly where they had to go. I just dropped them in the room that they belonged to, knowing that I then needed to go to that room and clean. So I just kind of did that all the way throughout the house till everything was kind of in its spot. So you'll see me randomly taking things to other rooms, and that's why essentially I try to take it to where it belongs. So this is a perfect example. I just took that Sperry box, the shoe box from the laundry room, and I just sat it in the closet because I knew I needed to find a spot for it in this closet, and now I'm going to find a home for it. So rather than taking a bunch of time finding a home for it, I just stuck it in the room that I knew it belonged to, and then I'm going to try to find a spot for it. So I hope that makes sense as to kind of my method to the madness here. But I just, like I said, had to get this house back in order. I do not function well with things in complete chaos like this. Like this gives me anxiety just looking at it. So I had to get it in order before the week started.
No matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, it's always you I'm thinking of. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. Nobody got the magic touch. How you make my heart rush? Why is that so hard to find? Nothing better than your kiss, something that I can't resist. Can't forget the nights you were mine.
And we can't forget the elephant in the room. To the right, there's a big black bag is what it looks like. It is my husband's scent crusher closet thing. I don't know. It's like a travel system duffel bag, but then it pops up into like a hanging closet rack, which is really neat. And then it hooks to some sort of scent releaser thing. I don't really know. But it's for hunting. It keeps your clothes from smelling so that when you go out to hunt, the deer don't smell you. So anyway, it has a permanent home in our closet for right now until hunting season is over. So you'll be seeing that frequently, I'm sure.
No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No, no, no. Yeah. I'm still gonna be dreaming.
When I'm normally getting ready, I don't make this big of a mess. Like I put things away as I go. Like, that's just my nature. And it honestly, it makes life easier because you're not having to clean up after yourself for a whole day like I am today. But when I'm in a hurry and I'm having to get everybody ready and everybody's things packed for a full day out, like, it's just a lot. So I end up just dropping everything and moving on to the next task rather than taking the time to put it away. So I, like I said, just cleaned all that up, and then there's some laundry and towels and stuff I needed to pick up. And then I also took over my husband's vanity. He had moved the mirror over to shave, so I then moved all of my stuff over to do my hair. So it's funny, I kind of took up both vanities, but I had gotten myself ready at home prior to going to the wedding. My daughter got her hair done at the wedding by a hairdresser, thankfully. And then while she was getting ready, I was helping finish up last details of decorating. So I was glad I was able to get ready before I left so I could help out. But anyway, so just cleaning up my mess. And yes, that was my fake eyelashes that I removed as soon as I got home before I went to bed and looked like spiders on the countertop. You always love that. But doing a quick wipe down before we move on to the next room.
I try to close my eyes, but then I hear you call. Yeah, your perfume that I still can scent. But every time I think these scars are about to mend, no matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you.
For whatever reason, my bedroom always ends up being the drop zone for everything. So, like, those are our dresses from the night before the, well, I guess it had been 2 nights ago, the rehearsal. So we had just taken our dresses off, thrown them down. I didn't want them mixed in with our laundry because they were both lace. So I wanted to kind of do a gentle cycle of those only. So anyway, like I said, this just becomes a drop zone. And I think it's because I can just close the door and people don't usually come in our bedroom. But I also can't stand to go to bed with it a mess. So we are getting it together. It also ends up being our laundry pile. Like I said, I normally keep up on laundry. I'm actually pretty good at keeping up on laundry, but the last 2 weeks having to go in early, working 10-hour shifts, and then running of an evening and all weekend long, I just have literally not been home to do laundry. So I had thrown my sheets in the wash this morning. They're in the dryer now. So while we're waiting on those to finish up, I thought I might as well just go ahead and knock out some of this laundry. And you'll see me just tossing laundry on the floor. Thankfully, my floors were clean this day, so I'm just sorting it. So I'm setting like all of my stuff in one pile, the kids' stuff in a pile, my husband's stuff in a pile. And then I'm going to have to fluff it and run the wrinkle cycle because they had just been sitting here. So like I said, they're a little bit wrinkly, and I wanted to get it kind of wrinkle release cycle going to get some of that out of there before I hang it all up and put it away. So here I am just sorting it and then making piles for the kids to put away, and we're going to get through this laundry.
You came along, couldn't look away. Somehow you turned my life completely upside down. And since you've been gone, there's no peace of mind.
So while I sit here and do some laundry, let's chat in the comments. I'm just curious, what are your kids dressing up for Halloween? Do your kids dress up for Halloween? Do they not? My oldest does not dress up for Halloween normally. He's 11, and the last few years he's been too cool for that, of course. So, but this year I have talked him into doing something really fun, and I'm not going to tell you yet what it is because it's kind of a surprise. But once we accomplish it and pull it off and he actually does it, because that's the other thing, I'm afraid he's going to back out on me, but once he does it, I will definitely take a clip of it and add it to a video coming soon. But I'm so excited. It's going to be the most hilarious thing. And if you know my oldest son, Mason, he is just the funniest kid ever. So it's going to be so great if, like I said, if he finally does it. But we shall see. He's kind of in that stage where he's kind of like preteen that doesn't want to do anything that mom says is funny or cool, you know. But I think he will. He seems excited about it. So, and then my middle son Miles is 8, and his little friend at school, I'm not going to call her girlfriend because, you know, they're 8, but they have been close their whole lives. Anyway, they are going to dress up as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, so that is fun. They have a little thing at school in a couple days. Actually, the day that you're seeing this is the day that they have their Halloween carnival at school, so they're going to dress up like that for school, and then our church event, and then our little town has a little trunk or treat, so we'll get a lot of use out of those costumes. It'll be fun. And then my daughter has basically chose about 10 different things to be. She's 6, so, you know, Halloween is so much fun. She has every dress-up costume you can imagine, so she's went through every one of them. But then today, the day you're going to see this, is Scare Away Drugs at school, so it's like Red Ribbon Week. So she wanted to be something scarier than a princess, so we did a witch costume, which it isn't scary at all. It's actually really cute, so, but that's okay. She loved it and is having fun with it. So anyway, I'm just curious in the comments to see what are your kids dressing up as, and feel free to post a picture of them in the comments. I think that would be really fun. So we're about to wrap up all this laundry. I feel like laundry in this house is a never-ending cycle, but we get through it eventually, right?
No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. I'm still gonna be dreaming.
Side note, for all of you that are particular out there like I am, if you saw me folding up my husband's work pants, you would notice how wrinkly they are, and probably wondering why I'm not fluffing those as well. But my husband is very particular also, and he will fluff his uniform every single morning before he goes to work. So it doesn't matter if it's wrinkly or not. He throws it in the dryer, fluffs it for a little bit before he puts it on. So I didn't even waste my time doing that. I just wanted to get things put away as quickly as possible. And I already had enough that I had to fluff and then hang and then put away. So I just folded them, put them on the shelf where they belong, and then called it good, because like I said, he will go through and fluff them regardless. So that is why, if you were wondering.
Another town, another bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you.
All right, now it's time to go ahead and get my bed put back together. It is the best feeling in the world to crawl into bed at night, especially after a very busy weekend, to clean sheets. Like, there is nothing better. I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight more than you know. I'm so tired, but I am powering through to get things done, like I said, before the week starts. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my bed, and this is one thing I'm not like super particular about, is like the wrinkles in the sheets. Like, I feel like it's pointless to steam your sheets or do anything crazy like that. I know that sounds silly, but I have actually seen people on YouTube steam their sheets. So anyway, I'm not going to do that. In fact, I didn't even make the bed. I just threw all those clothes onto the bed so they were off the floor, waiting for the wrinkle cycle to finish on the one prior before I could start that. But this cabinet, so from the wedding, I had gotten like some of the leftover plates and napkins and silverware. My sister-in-law sent some home with me because she had tons left over, and I'm hosting Thanksgiving this year, so I was going to use those plates. They were just white with a gold trim and then gold silverware. I thought it'd be nice for Thanksgiving so that we don't have to wash a lot of dishes, and then also they're just really pretty and might as well be used. So anyway, I'm trying to make room in this cabinet for all of that, and then the other containers that I had in here from the farm, feeding the farmers, I put in a whole nother cabinet. So anyway, got that all taken care of, and I'm now watering my mums. I am a horrible gardener, green thumb, whatever. It is terrible, but I have actually kept these things alive. I am shocked. They aren't 100% great, but they are looking pretty decent for me. Normally they'd be dead by now. So anyway, got those taken care of, and now we're just going to tidy up the living room. Malia, poor thing, she has been so tired this weekend. She's just been drug around from here, there, and everywhere. Had to get her hair done, which of course is torture for her. If you know her in real life, you know she hates getting her hair done. So she's just relaxing on the couch watching some TV, and I'm tidying around her and then throwing in another load to de-fluff, de-wrinkle, spraying some wrinkle spray on. This stuff really seems to help. And then there's a setting on my dryer that is a wrinkle release setting. So I'm going to go ahead and run that cycle and get ready to hang those up. And then head to the boys' room to tidy up. Like I said, they were home for part of the day on Saturday before the wedding, and they did all kinds of things. They played Monopoly, as you can see here, and they made little forts in their room and had Pokemon cards everywhere. Like, their room was kind of a disaster. So normally it's their job to pick up, tidy up, and do all of that in their room. Like, their room is their job. Of course, sometimes it does need a mother's touch, so I'm in here sometimes helping tidy up at the end once they get the worst of it done. But this evening they're actually hunting with their dad, which they have not gotten to do, with my husband working full-time and then farming on the side. He's not been home to take them, and that is unheard of in this household. Normally my husband is hunting from the second season opens to the second it ends. He's a pretty avid hunter, and the boys will go every chance they get. So I really wanted them both to be able to go tonight and have fun with their dad, and I just took it upon myself to tidy up this room so that when they came home, it was done and nobody had to worry about it. We could just sit down and eat supper as a family and relax for the evening. So just doing a quick tidy up. It really wasn't as bad as it looked. It didn't take me that long. So that's the good thing about their bedroom. They don't have a lot of toys and stuff, so it really doesn't take long. It's just a matter of doing it. And like I said, a mother's touch. I know what's clean, what's dirty. I knew those sweatshirts were clean. They had not worn them. They had just drug them out trying to find the one they wanted to wear. But then over here in the corner was some dirty clothes, and I knew there was some socks under their bed. So it's just funny. As a mom, you understand. You just find random things everywhere, and you usually know if it's clean or dirty. Obviously, if in doubt, I always just wash it. But this time I actually knew that they had not worn any of those sweatshirts, and we just put them back. And here I'm tidying up the Pokemon cards. Some of them they had in certain stacks, and I didn't want to mess that up for them because I know there was a reason. I just don't know what the reason is. So I just set the stacks in their windowsill in the stacks that they had so that I didn't mess anything up and I didn't get in trouble when they got home for messing it up. So, but the ones that were just thrown everywhere, I just went ahead and piled back up. And then of course they always have trash and everything else. So anyway, just finishing up the tidying. This is their closet. It almost always looks like this because, like I said, they're boys. They just throw.
Still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed. And no matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming.
Okay, back to my bedroom to do yet some more laundry. Gotta love it. So this is one of the piles that I had put in the dryer to fluff. If you wonder about this little hanging cart, my friend had a rummage sale and bought a few of these, and then at the end of the rummage sale she just wanted rid of them, and I said, well, I'll take one. So I took it, and I have really enjoyed having it. I just hang up everything. I kind of try to keep things in order of like my clothes, the boys' clothes, Denny's clothes. That way when I push this cart to my closet, and I can just quickly put everything away. So once I have my laundry room complete, I plan to have like a countertop in there to do my laundry on, and then it's literally right next door to my closet, so I can hang everything nicely there. But until then, this is working really well. Other than having this bulky thing out all the time, that part kind of drives me crazy, but it's more functional than anything, and honestly, I don't really care. Not enough people come to my house to see my house that matters. So it's more functional than it's worth to like get rid of it. So I just keep it and make it work. And like I said, it's really handy to just push over into the closet and go with it. I can even push it all the way to the boys' room and hang up their clothes if I want to, if they have like a bunch. But it's really came in handy. So anyway, just gonna finish up hanging these not all the wrinkles came out of everything, but I think once it hangs for a little bit, it'll be fine. And worst case scenario, I can run each individual thing into the dryer if I need to right before I wear it. But at this point, I didn't really care. I just wanted it out of my way. Everything had to be put away. I couldn't handle it anymore. So anyway, we're about to get the job done.
I try to close my eyes, but then I hear you call. Yeah, your perfume that I still can stand. But every time I think these scars are about to mend, no matter where I lay my head.
We're gonna go ahead and end the video by cleaning the boys' bathroom. If you notice, it takes a lot more Clorox wipes to clean their toilet than it does the rest of the house. If you have boys, you know. But anyway, we're going to end the video here. Thank you for spending the evening with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you go like and subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps my channel grow. And enjoy any of the other videos if you haven't watched them already. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.
Can't forget the nights you were